Hi Aries, Elsie here to do your reading for the last half of July. So if you are someone who is returning to watch your reading as per usual, then thank you for doing that. You are keeping this channel open for those that will come behind you. If you are brand new coming to my channel, thank you for coming here. I am here to do your reading, Aries, for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. It is for the sign, for your sign, no matter where that placement is. It is Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So we are going to use these two oracle decks today. I've got two new ones. This one is called Oracle of the Fairies. That's this one right here. And then we have one called Super Attractor, and it's by Gabrielle Bernstein. And I just really love these two oracle decks. So always good to have some new energy on the table. Then I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot for the tarot reading itself, and we're going to go in and clarify with my favorite clarifying deck, which is the Universal Celtic Tarot. So let's get these aside here. I'm going to take one of these cards. So I'm going to ask on your behalf, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, if we could please have one card for overall energy of this reading for Aries. Look at that. We've already got one that flipped. There we go. And it is Journey. Let me just take a look at that here. So it says, look at her, she's standing beside that big rabbit there. It says, Journey, it's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. So some of you might be heading out to see somebody else, not necessarily a place where you have to pack a passport, but maybe you are thinking of going to visit someone that you haven't seen in quite some time. And if you are, now is the time, universe is saying. So let's take two more cards here. We'll take two here from the Super Attractor cards, and just going to see what it is that you are attracting to yourself, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Spirit, if you could pick two cards, please. Two cards. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Thank you. Well, we got three. You know what? I think we should take them because they were given to us. Thank you so much. So the first one we have here is when I'm tuned into the energy of abundance, I become abundant. So this is about changing your mind. You know, I do meet up with people periodically, friends of friends and such, that don't really believe in manifestation, and that's fine, because you will get exactly what you ask for, and if you don't ask for anything, then that's exactly what you're going to get. So it says, when I'm tuned into the energy of abundance, I become abundant, and it's absolutely true. You have to want it, and you have to really want it. You have to show the universe that you mean business. You have to really want that abundance in order to be able to have it. And then we have, when I'm connected to spirit, I feel a sense of certainty, magnitude, and ease that I've never known before. I can tell you that this is absolutely true. So when you do connect to spirit, there is something that gives you certainty, magnitude, and ease. You feel like the only person that counts at that moment. And the ease with which you can move through that meditation, when you connect to spirit, might surprise you. How quickly you can get into meditation and how quickly you can learn, depending on whether or not you're open to do so. The last one we have here is, I let an inner sense of quiet multiply each day as I strengthen my faith in the love of the universe. So when you appreciate, the universe appreciates you. So essentially it's mirroring you. Whatever you throw out to the universe is what it's going to bounce back with. So if you are a person who is practicing kindness and love, faith, that things are going to go your way, that's exactly what's going to bounce back to you. Oh, it's not staying up. So I'm going to do three here, and then I'm going to do one right here. And that's the way it's going to be. All right. So let's go to the Light Seer Tarot. Yeah, we're good. And call in some help. So Archangel Michael and Shaniel, if I could have your help, please, for understanding and for For guidance, please, in this reading for our Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. For the last half of July or thereabouts. You know, time is not linear. Time is fluid. So you will see this reading when it's meant for you. And if it doesn't sound familiar to you, it could be something that is going to happen in your future. Or maybe it's possibly just not your reading, and that's okay too. It's okay. Not every reading is going to be your reading because thousands of people log in each day to take a look at these readings. I'm just going to cut these. If I could also please have the help of my gods and goddesses, angels and guides. If I could please have holders of the pure white light to bless me, that I will be safe while I do this reading, while I open up a channel to Spirit. Thank you very much, Spirit, for the beautiful life you've given me and for this beautiful gift you've given me to share with our Aries friends. And I thank you for my life every day. All right. All right, so we need 9 cards, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We start off with the 6 of Pentacles. Then we have the 7 of Cups. And we have the King of Cups. 6 more cards, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Really? Okay, so we've got the 10 of Wands in the reverse. We have the King of Swords at the center of everything. We have the 3 of Wands. We have the 2 of Wands in the reverse. We have the 4 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. And what is at the bottom? What's the energy at the bottom here? We have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands energy is about taking charge. It's about being the boss, being the leader, and having everyone else follow. You're the person usually, or the King of Wands energy is the person that usually is the leader, is the business owner, is someone who makes the decisions, who's very self-confident in the things that he says and does. He is also an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Pardon me. All right, so let me take a look here. Okay, so past, present, future is essentially how they are read. I like to read them all the way around so we can get you as much information as possible. I do like to start, though, at the heart of the matter. And the heart of the matter at this point looks to be the King of Swords. So the King of Swords, you know, Aries, at the heart of the matter, you really do want to speak up. There's something that you want to say. You're very intelligent. You're someone who is very smart. And you're someone who has a really good command of your language, whatever language it is that you speak. When you speak, people listen. It might be because you don't, you know, you're not the kind of person who just speaks out of turn, I guess you could say, but you're someone that when you do speak, people listen because you're someone who is, people revere you, they respect you, you're highly intelligent. So people around you in your life, in your workplace, feel as though what you have to say is important. So the King of Swords is usually someone who is of authority. So it could be someone who is a president, or could be someone who is a lawyer, police officer, that kind of thing. Someone who's in authority. So someone who has the authority to speak up on behalf of others as well. All right, so let's start up here. So in the past here, I see that there has been some reciprocity. So I think at some point things seemed pretty balanced in whatever relationship or workplace, whatever it was that you were. Yeah, it might be the workplace because it is Pentacles. So I feel as though you're making a fair wage for the work that you do. The Six of Pentacles is about all things being even, you putting in as much as they put in. And so I feel like you have a good employer that treats you well. You kind of enjoy the job. it is just this though, give and take and give and take and give and take. So it doesn't really veer away from any of this stuff. So it doesn't allow you to be creative. It doesn't really allow you to be who you are. You know, this is the card of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, which is very grounded. So it doesn't really allow for you to be as grounded as you'd like to be. It's almost like you have to follow a process where you are. And as long as you continue to give them what they want to hear, they will continue to pay you. So I feel as though, even though the reciprocity is there, I feel like it's sort of a forced reciprocity in that you kind of have to do what they say in order to get your part back equally. Because if you do stray from the plan or the script or the chorus or whatever it is, that at that point they will drop off with their part of the reciprocity. So I feel as though it's something that you have to do in order to be able to get what is coming to you. Interesting, I've never read that card that way, but that's the energy that I feel for you today, Aries, whichever Aries I'm speaking with, and whoever does resonate with this reading so far. So also in the past, I see the Seven of Cups. So you're given a lot of opportunity. So there was some opportunity that came toward you, and many opportunities, I feel. So again, I feel this is more about work than it is about love. So the Seven of Cups is having a lot of opportunity, a lot of emotional opportunity, or it was just an emotional decision to make, that you weren't sure if you wanted to move forward. This guy, you can see, is being very careful at what he picks, because he knows that some things will take him up, maybe to promotion, and he also could get, you know, bit by a snake. You know, some things can also take him down. So he is carefully deciding which path he's going to take next, and whatever it is that he's going to take next is going to be quite emotional. I think this is your energy though, Aries, the King of Cups, being very very emotionally stable, emotionally available, because the heart chakra is open here. I feel as though you are someone who can have really great conversations, really deep conversations. I feel like you are connected to spirit here, and that you're sort of new at that. I feel like you're new at this emotional response to spirit. I think that you have been someone that in the past has maybe ignored that, has ignored response or emotional response, and you are someone who is now investigating that. So you want to be deeper. You want to be able to speak to people on a level that no one else can speak to them on. And now that you are connected to spirit, you can see the crown is there. Now that you are connected to spirit, feeling emotionally open and a little more vulnerable, it is going to be a little easier for you to feel things, so vibrations, and feeling people's energy. So you, I feel, do have some water in your main chart, either moon or rising sign, and that allows you to feel the vibrations of others. So I think this is going to assist you, or did assist you in the past, in making this big decision about what you're going to do next, because you do have a really good intuition in your gut. You have learned to depend on your gut, and you make really good decisions, and so you're able to depend on your gut. I do see in the current energy here that you've dropped some burdens. So the Ten of Wands is here, and the Ten of Wands in reverse, I see as burdens dropped. I see that when it's in the upright as burdens collected and ready to be dropped, 10 being the maximum in the tarot. But I do believe that as a reader, that the Ten of Wands in the reverse tells me that you have now dropped those burdens. And I just love that you have, you know, you've also lit the path for others to come behind you to know what to do with their burdens as well. I feel like you've been able to put down the burdens because you have gotten in contact with someone who is an authority, either an authority in the workplace or an authority over a relationship. And when I say authority, I mean a lawyer. So I have a feeling that there is, if it hasn't already come into effect or to fruition, that it is coming soon, that you are not quite, you know, above board. How can I say? Not above board. I don't think you're lying. But what I think is, on the down low, that you are someone who speaks their mind. You are someone who is going to check with an authority, some sort of a lawyer, about something that you've been waiting on, some sort of thing that you've been waiting on. I feel like you've been waiting here for a very long time at the edge of the water here, waiting to take your chance, your step, waiting for the big wave, right? So you can ride it on into whatever you want to, whatever it is that you want to do. But I feel the feeling from this girl at the edge of the water here is hopeful. So she's hoping and looking out into the water, hoping that there will be, you know, enough waves for her to surf into the next thing. So this is a Three of Wands. It is fire energy, and it is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is air energy, which is Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. And then we have, again, fire energy here. So I feel like you have been waiting for quite some time to speak up, or waiting quite some time for someone to speak up on your behalf. But I have a feeling that you have been watching and waiting for the right time for you to be able to divulge this information. But at the heart of everything is the King of Swords. So I feel as though you really are planning, thinking it out, being careful, you know, deciding what you're going to say, going over it in your head a lot, thinking about what you're going to say in order to be able to get this thing that you've been waiting for on the edge. On the edge of the water here. You're waiting for those waves to come in so you can ride them on out. And then we have the future energy here. And in the future energy, I feel like you're standing at the crossroads, and that you really want to go. You really want to go. You want to pick another road, but you're not quite there yet. You're not quite ready to do so. So this has to be taken care of first, it looks like. There has to be contact made with someone who is in charge, and you're going to ask some questions. You're going to try and get on that board and ride in the wave. But I feel like that with this Two of Wands in the reverse, that you haven't yet picked your, or decided which road you're going to take, in order to be able to fulfill whatever it is that you need to fulfill. So the Two of Wands in the reverse to me is wanting to take action, but not quite there yet. And I think the reason you haven't taken action is because you need to heal. I feel like you've been through something pretty big, Aries, that you have been left out in the cold here. You've, you know, been sad. You've been left out, locked out. You know, you could have had a spouse who kicked you out. You could have just left on your own accord. But I do see that there is a key here that would fit that lock, that would allow you to go in and have someone help you. But I feel as though you are feeling maybe left out of some things, but happily being left out. I think you're okay to be left out because you just need to heal. You need to be able to heal to take that board and ride the wave into wherever it is that you want to go, wherever it is that you feel confident enough to go. Okay, so looking at the reciprocity here, Six of Pentacles, I feel like you are dropping those burdens. You've decided that you can't be perfect at the things that you do at work, that you are going to try and talk to them about some of your own ideas, right? Some of the own ideas. I'm looking at this card Journey here, and it says it's time to prepare for a journey. It may take it may be impromptu or planned. So I feel like you are almost planning here, that you're planning something that you can take to either your employer or your current spouse, that you can take to, that is going to be almost like a contract. If I do this, then I will get that. If you do this, I'll give you this. It's almost like a reciprocity sort of, you know, if you want this thing, then I want that thing. It's almost feels like a splitting of assets. And I don't think that that splitting of assets is taking part at work. I think it's taking part at home. But I feel as though you are, that you do have so much, so many opportunities coming in that you are going to take one of those opportunities. But I think that you're thinking on it first, that you're not going to jump on it right now, that you're really going to think it out and really plan it. Because I think the Aries that I'm speaking with is very strategic in the way that they live their lives. They want to make sure that the thing that they do is going to be successful. So they go over it and over it and over it in their head. How are they going to do it? How are they going to approach? What kind of contract? What kind of lead are they going to draw up to make conversation about the thing that they want? So lots of opportunity. I see lots of conversation going on here, but I feel like this is down low conversation. I feel like you're either connecting with a lawyer or connecting with someone, either you're speaking on their behalf or they're speaking on your behalf, but no one else knows it. And you're keeping it quiet until this action can be taken here, until you can ride the wave in. And then I see you after you speak. It was a really hard go speaking with this person and getting the information that you needed to get. And I think it's only because it really brought everything into reality for you. So whatever you went to the lawyer for, the police officer for, whatever you're doing on the down low, getting all the information, you're planning, getting all your ducks in a row, I think that that is exhausting you, because you've been planning it for so long that you just want to be able to go and get it right on the first try. So you've been planning a lot and looking at it all ways, as though you were in the Hanged Man energy, looking at it from every corner, trying to say, okay, if I do this, will I get that? The King of Cups is here. The King of Cups, of course, is connected to spirit, spiritually available, emotionally available, someone who is always in connection with spirit, and someone I feel like who is newly connected to spirit, like who has finally realized the power of their own manifestation, and that waiting here on the outside looking in wasn't necessarily what needed to be done, that it could have been done a lot sooner than this, that it didn't have to go through all of this in order for you to be successful at the thing that you're trying to get here. I hope this makes sense to somebody, because I tell you, as I always tell people, it's like reading a really good book that I've never read before, and I don't know what the outcome is going to be. No hot clue what the outcome is going to be here. So I'm going to do some clarification so we can get some details. And I'm just going to ask for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If I could please have clarification on the Six of Pentacles, please. Clarification on the Six of Pentacles, please. All right, so Six of Pentacles, it is about love. It's not about work. So it's about someone that you love, that you're looking at. I feel like it's splitting of assets. It definitely could be that you just want reciprocity, that you want someone to be cooperative, that you want someone to be on the same level that you are, that you don't want any yelling and screaming, that you just want to separate things so you can just carry on with your life. Because I have a feeling that you have someone else in mind, or you have just, you're kind of done with this facade of, you know, you putting in your part and not getting their part, if that makes any sense. I feel like, you know, what I'm seeing is I'm seeing two hands outstretched. One hand comes in, puts some coins in one hand, and then they hold their hand out, and as the coins are being put in, they let their hand go. So they're kind of, you know, trying to overplay it. Does that make sense? Overplay it. They're trying to make sure that they can get more than is coming to them, I guess. Then we have the Ten of Cups. Now, you seem to be in love with somebody else here. You're trying to get reciprocity in the past, but I feel it's in an old relationship, because I feel stagnancy with the Six of Pentacles. I feel stagnant energy there, that you're not getting what you need, that you really want it. You've been asking for it for a while, and you're really not getting it. And I think that the reason that you want it, and the reason I'm feeling that it's a split of assets, because I feel like you love someone and you feel that they're your 10 Ten of Cups, but I don't feel it's in the relationship that you're currently in, because I see you here looking at different opportunities. And I feel like those opportunities are not work opportunities now. I feel like those are emotional opportunities, which tells me that, yeah, there is a relationship that is broken up here, and that you want to carry forward to find someone who you think is your soulmate. Why is the Seven of Cups here, please? Seven of Cups is here because of the Hierophant. This could be a Taurus that you're dealing with, the Seven of Cups. Clarified by the Hierophant is, you know, you doing the right thing. You just want to take the right steps that is going to benefit everyone in your world. You just want to do the right things. I don't think it's necessarily about clergy. It could be about corporation, but in this case, I feel like it's about relationship, because that's what I'm getting here. So I feel like you, that your emotional self is either with a Taurus or is with, you know, wanting to do the right thing by everybody. And that's why you're having such a hard decision, making up your mind of what to do next. Is there anything else for the Seven of Cups, please? Seven of Cups. Too many. Seven of Cups. Too many. Seven of Cups, please. All right, we'll take this one here. And we have the Seven of Swords. So someone has lied to you. Someone has deceived you. And so that is why you are going to do the right thing. And that is why you're off to find other opportunities. I think you're tired of being lied to. You're tired of being played as a fool. Seven Swords. Yeah, Seven Swords is about deception. It's about lying. It's about not... Oh, maybe you're not telling the whole story to the Taurus. That could very well be. The Hierophant is the card of Taurus. So maybe you're just keeping something under wraps that is emotional. And you're still trying to decide whether you want to move forward and whether you have anything to offer that Taurus. Where's the King of Cups here, please? King of Cups, please. There we go. Got two here. King of Cups is the Six of Wands. So you've had success in leveling up. And I feel like this really has a lot to do with it. I let an inner sense of quiet multiply each day as I strengthen my faith in the love of the universe. So I feel like you have been meditating. You have been learning about spiritual things and how to manifest things into your life. So I feel like you'll have lots of success because I feel like you're kind of chosen, Aries, that you're, you know, you've been shown the right path because you have a new way of living in the world, because you understand now how the universe works. So I feel as though you're going to have success in the way that you live in this world now, in this spiritual King of Cups kind of energy, that you will have success doing that, and that's because you're willing to fight for it. So the Five of Wands is here. The Five of Wands is about you sort of having inner turmoil a bit. So you're willing to do whatever it is that you have to do to have success in your spiritual life now, this new spiritual life that has come forward here that you've realized. And I think you only realized this probably within the last 6 months or so. So you're testing the universe. You're testing your manifestation. Why is the Ten of Wands in the reverse, please? Why is the Ten of Wands in reverse? Ten of Wands in reverse, please. Ten of Wands in reverse. Ten of Wands is in the reverse because of the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. So once you put down the burdens, you're just glad to be by yourself. Most Five of Pentacles, like you can see in this Light Seers Tarot, this is about being on the outside looking in. But when we look at this Five of Pentacles in the Universal Celtic, you can see that she's actually quite content. You can see that the rain is falling on her face. She has a smile. She's content. She's comfortable. And she is feeling the relief of dropping her burdens. Why else is the 10 here in the reverse? The 10 here is in the reverse because the King of Wands is in the reverse. So you've decided that to take control, and you've decided not to be as kind as you usually are. I think that you dropped the burdens, you got some healing, and then you decided to give... I mean, it's not really great, but you've decided to give back the same thing that is being given to you, which I feel is not very helpful in terms of trying to get someone on your side. So the King of Wands in the reverse tells me that you are, I would say a little bit cantankerous. I would say argumentative, that you're done letting whoever it was walk over you, and it's time that you put down those burdens and you just tell that person that you are in charge of you now, and that person's going to need to back themselves up. Why else is the 10 in reverse here? Got some that fell. Give me a sec here. The King of Wands is in the reverse because, yeah, the Hanged Man. I think you really thought this out. You decided that it was time for you to be able to speak your mind after making a plan, a very solid plan, because you've been thinking about this, I see here, for quite some time. There was a third-party connection. Now, I don't know if it was on behalf of you or the other person. Let's take a look here. Why is the 3 of Cups here, please? Why is the 3 of Cups here? 3 of Cups is here because the Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, someone that I think the person that you were with may have been Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and I see that the 2 is in the reverse here, the 2 of Cups. So yeah, you decided to let your person go for because you are manifesting someone else. The Magician is here. So you have manifested someone else, and you are on your way. Why is the King of Swords here, please? King of Swords. Why is the King of Swords here, please? King of Swords, please. There we go. King of Swords. King of Swords is here because of the 9 of Wands. King of Swords is here because you got tired of keeping your walls up. You got tired of not being able to be vulnerable. You got tired of trying to defend yourself, constantly waiting for the last strike. So you finally decided you're not going to be on the defensive anymore, that you're going to go speak to a lawyer. The 4 of Cups here tells me that you are accepting the opportunity that the lawyer is giving you to speak with them, be able to get them on your side. The 5 of Cups here shows that you're unsure still. You know, the 5 of Cups here, you can see he's looking behind him into the past and feeling like, I wish it could have turned out differently, but I know that I have to leave and I can't go back there. You know, I can't go back there. And although there's hurt for you leaving, you just can't go back there. You need to be strong in order to be able to keep moving. And it doesn't mean that everything is broken. It just means that things are now going to be a new normal, I think. Why is the 3 of Wands here? 3 of Wands is here because of the 10 of Wands. So you are waiting for arguments to end. You're waiting for, you know, the end of your pain. You're waiting for the end of the communications and connections you've had that are not kind. The 6 of Cups is here. You thought this person was your soulmate, and then they turned on you. And you now realize that this was not necessarily a soulmate connection. Why is the 3 of Wands here, please? Anything else for the 3 of Wands? We have the Page of Wands. So then you go and you are moving forward. I think you've been with this person for quite some time, because you are moving forward here and you're brand new at this passion thing. So that tells me that maybe this person, the 6 of Cups, could be someone that you're thinking about, that you need to start new with, and you're feeling nervous because you don't necessarily know anything about dating anymore because you've been in this other union for so very long. Why is this 2 of Wands here in the reverse? 2 of Wands in the reverse. 2 of Wands in the reverse, please. 2 of Wands is in the reverse because of the 10 of Wands. You first need to, you know that you need to drop these burdens before you can or you at least need to come to the end of your burdens before you can make a decision at this crossroads here about which way you're going to go. And then the Seven of Wands tells me that you're still really defensive, and so that's why you haven't picked your path with the Two of Wands yet. You're really defensive in love. You're really defensive in you know, how to be kind to someone. You're kind of defensive about learning things that are new and not necessarily what you want right now. The Page of Swords is here, which tells me, and when it's in the reverse, it tells me that sometimes you may go online to look around to find out what's going on with the other person that you're thinking about, that you don't really want to do that, but almost as if you're compelled to do so. It's like you're keeping your eye on them. The Four of Swords is here with Justice. So once you have healed yourself with the Four of Swords, once you've gone in and done the healing that you need, then it's time for you to in the future, it's time for you, once you're whole and healed, to ask for that divorce and bring justice and balance back into your life. And then, is there anything else for the Four of Swords, please? Four of Swords. No? Okay. Five of Pentacles, please. Five of Pentacles. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Swords. So Five of Pentacles tells me that yeah, you felt like you had been left out on the outside looking in, and it's only because you had finally raised your voice. You cut somebody out, you had a harsh conversation, got complete clarity, which broke your heart, I believe. Probably why the sadness is here. You got some clarity, which really broke your heart, and then you decided you have to cut that person out, so you keep moving. Four of Swords tells me that you really do need a lot of healing. I see it here as well. And then the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is someone who is confident, who takes what she wants. You know that you can take what you want, but you need to be healed in order to be able to move forward first. Eight of Pentacles tells me that you're drowning yourself in work. So you are a supervisor or a manager or something at your work, and you've been taking on extra work just in order to drown yourself in work. You're waiting for the new start to come, and while you're waiting, you're speaking with the lawyer. The King of Swords has come up again. You're speaking with the lawyer and just waiting for this moment when you can go to this other person and give an apology. So Page of Cups is, taking in love messages and surprise apologies, I think. So before you can do any of this, you need to have this new start after you speak with the lawyer. The Justice is going to come in, and then you have the Page of Cups maybe taking an apology into someone. I'm just going to ask about that. What's the Page of Cups here for? Page of Cups is here because the Five of Pentacles is in the reverse. So yeah, that tells me that you no longer want to be left out in the cold by this person. You feel as though you've offended them. You really want clarity with them. You really want to have a conversation with that person. And anything else? Yeah, and then you're going to walk away from things that no longer serve you. So yeah, it is a conversation that's coming up. I don't know how well you know the person. I feel like there is a knowledge of them, that you do know somebody who has in the past been your friend, or someone a confidant, someone you really trusted. Let's look at these again. When I'm in tune with the energy of abundance, I become abundant. So this makes sense. We did pull the Magician card. This one really just sticks with me, though. It's time to prepare for a journey that may be impromptu or planned. I think that you are planning to go see somebody after this is done with the lawyer. I think you're planning on paying someone a visit. It says either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. So that tells me that you are actually planning your way out of something and into something else. When I'm connected to Spirit, I feel a sense of certainty, magnitude, and ease that I've never known before. And that tells me that you have newly begun to understand your power in the spiritual realm. So that you are actually connected to the spiritual realm, and manifestation really does work. And Keep your inner sense of quiet. You do want to connect with the universe in your inner sense of quiet. Just going to ask for any more messages that might be here for Aries. Oh yeah, we've got them right here. Stargazing, it says, when you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. So this tells me that you are someone who actually is stargazing, like your eyes are up to the sky, that you may be laying. I see somebody laying in a yard, but it's not in the city, it's in the country, and you do just kind of either lay there or sit there and look up at the stars. It really grounds you to do so. It says your intuition will flow more freely. So again, another indication that you are someone who has newly tapped into the universe and your power within it. And I think that you have realized that you could have been doing this all along. When I'm patient, I let the universe do for me what I cannot do for myself. And it's true. Isn't it neat, though, that these are both purple? Neato. But when I'm patient, I let the universe do for me what I cannot do for myself. So you are depending on the universe to bring you answers, and I think that's the right thing to do. There's some pretty heavy duty stuff going on here, Aries, so if this is you, just make sure that you're planning your way through it, and maybe impromptu is not the way to go. Maybe you need some advice and you need to keep your eyes to the stars, and just talk to the universe about what they can do for you, and let them know your intention, and things will be moved around for you accordingly. Okay, that's all I have. Aries, thanks for coming to the channel. Just want to let you know that there are still some links that you want to look at down in the description. We are still doing gel nails. I am open for private readings if you would like to do that. I am booking into next week now in the Thursday, Friday area. And if you are interested, you can email me at elsie@tenofcupstarot.ca. You can also go see my website, www.tenofcupstarot.ca. All right, I'm going to go for now. See you guys later. Bye-bye.